So we got the official debut of the Divas Tag Team titles, and it was announced that the first champions will be crowned in a 6-team Elimination Chamber match. Now, I was a little mixed about them debuting the titles right now, because even though they do have a lot more divas on the roster, they hardly have any real tag teams. And so all that these titles are going to do is force them to make a bunch of random tag teams that make no sense just so they can create filler for the titles. I mean, think about it. Can you really think of 6 actual tag teams just to put in the inaugural title match at Elimination Chamber? So that's the only real negative to this. On the plus side, it at least gives all the other divas outside of the main event something to fight for. And that's something that they've never really had. Especially when the main titles keep getting stuck in these loops with never-ending monster heel title reigns. This will at least make it so all of those random tag team matches that WWE keeps doing just to give the divas TV time won't just seem like filler, even though it will still be filler. So you can just take 2 divas that don't have anything better to do, and now they don't feel as useless anymore. Especially since there's a chance that just about any tag team could be champions, since it's not a major title. There's also the potential for them to bring back old tag teams and just legends that can compete with the new talent. We already know that Trish and Lita are going to be coming back to be part of the division, and you could even do some random pairings between some legends like Tori Wilson and Kelly Kelly. That would be awesome. So there's a lot of potential for greatness there, and we'll just have to see where it goes. So we're coming up on the next Divas Royal Rumble match, which is again going to feature 30 divas, which means that we can at least expect a few surprise entrants for this match. And that's the main thing that I'm looking forward to. WWE kind of ruined it last year when they had every surprise entrant show up the week before the Rumble, so hopefully we get some actual surprises this time. I do have my doubts that we'll get anyone that we don't expect this year, because if they didn't come back for the first one last year, or for the first Divas pay-per-view, then there's a chance that some of them just don't want to come back. And honestly, with the way that WWE has treated most of the ones that have come back, you can kind of understand why. As for predictions, we already know what the main event for Raw is going to be, but we don't know what the SmackDown match is going to be yet, which is why I'd rather they make the winner of the Royal Rumble the one that we don't expect. Whether that's having someone like Mandy Rose come from out of nowhere, or someone like Ember Moon using this as an opportunity to jump to SmackDown. And actually, as I just thought about that, I just realized that that would mean we'd get Asuka versus Ember Moon for WrestleMania, so that might even actually be a possibility. Or maybe they could even have a returning diva just come in and shock everyone. I always prefer the Royal Rumble when you don't know who's going to win. And that's why I like the brand split so much, because even if you already know what the main event is going to be going into WrestleMania, most of the time you don't know what the other brand's main event is going to be. So there's still that opportunity that they'll be able to surprise you with the other brand. But given the fact that Ronda Rousey is on Raw and Charlotte is on SmackDown, they kind of need an excuse for Charlotte to jump to Raw, so more than likely, that's what's going to end up happening. But you can feel free to leave your predictions down in the comment below as part of the return of the pay-per-view prediction game. Winner will get their own request, which probably doesn't mean anything since I'm currently already doing most of you guys' requests, but I don't really have anything better to offer, so yeah, there you go. So apparently WWE is trying to bring the Attitude Era back again, just like they supposedly tried to do in 2016. They even did the exact same skit as they did back then when it was with Enzo Amore and Lana. This time it was with Mandy Rose and Naomi. Because recently Vince McMahon came back to announce that there's going to be a new era to try and get ratings. And if this is the type of stuff that they're going to do to try and get ratings, that's completely fine by me. Because think about it. Eva Marie's Topless video is one of the most viewed videos in the entire WWE channel. So you can't say that this stuff doesn't work. In fact, looking at it now, both Alexa Bliss's segment from this week and Mandy Rose's segment, plus TNA's segment with Scott Steiner getting a lap dance, were all the most viewed videos of this week. Hell, the Scott Steiner video got more views in one day than TNA has had in their entire ratings since 2014. So as much as Smarks try to deny it, people would rather we get more of these types of segments than, say, a 5-star match with Tamana or whatever. So I say it's about damn time that WWE bring the sexy back. But that just about does it for this week. I will be posting the Christmas request stuff shortly after the Royal Rumble. Now, the response from my last video was kind of mixed between whether I should upload it all at once or split it up into parts. So I still don't know about that. More than likely, I will upload some of it in parts, but we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, this has been MTO with the MTOmarReviews saying yada yada yada, blah blah blah.